have a series called My Life on CBBC, and it's a collection of documentaries for children that are made by many different independent producers. And we also make content about children on other shows. Our News Round show also does the same thing. And we have to be really careful about how we tell those stories. And we need to be careful for the children who are telling the stories, but we also need to be careful for our audience. And that a child who has gone through something that is quite emotionally heavy may be a little more mature than our audience. They may be able to talk about issues themselves that our audience aren't ready to watch. And we have to remember that our channel has to be a channel that children can watch on their own. It's not an educational channel, it's not a family channel. So we need to be sure that the content that is produced and put on the channel is something that a child can watch on their own and not be afraid or confused. And we think very carefully about that. Sometimes we get complaints where people think we've got it wrong and they think we've been too extreme. Never from the children themselves, it's only ever from adults that complain about that. So going back to the issue of the actual content and the issues that we deal with, I always say that it's not so much what you are doing, it's how you do it. And if the idea and the issue is relevant to two children watching our content, it is worth us doing. And if it helps those children when they go to school the next day because their friends have suddenly understood what they're going through and so they stop teasing them or ignoring them, then for me that's our job done. We also talk to them about the fact that everybody can buy our shows. So we have a thing called BBC Store. So if somebody really loves one My Life film, they can buy it. And so it's important that children understand that. It's brilliant because they can buy it too, so they can keep it forever. But it also means people who haven't watched it can buy it later. And we have our video on demand service. So it isn't just one transmission. It stays up for 30 days. So it's just to explain that. And if we put a clip from this story on our social media channel, we can't control where it goes. So it might be picked up by somebody else and put somewhere else. And it's just so they know we can't control that. But this is what you do. If you see anything or something bad happens as a result of this, this is the protocol to go through. This is what you do to let us know if you're unhappy. And we always show the children the films before they go out as well, to just make sure they know what's going to be on there.